third weekend of qualifying has been and gone then, and at this stage for me it really is a case of do or die. As you're looking at there, I wasn't able to make any changes to my team this week, so I'm stuck with that 86 Hullet who's starting to annoy me more and more every single week. But yeah, luckily though, this week EA did release Prime Desai, Prime Hullet and Prime somebody else. So I did manage to do a couple of them loans. I didn't want to buy either of them permanently because I thought it's a bit of a waste of coins because they're not going to end up being in my end team. I think at the end of the year I want to end up with Prime Hullet and Prime Vieira at CDM/CM, or maybe Team of the Year Kante as well. I think I'm actually going to try and buy that Team of the Year Kante pretty soon because the 86 Hullet is just driving me insane. I just need EA to give us a good Team of the Week and I can finally replace him. But this week, due to the fact we do have loan Prime Right Guard for 20 games and loan Prime Desai for the second 20 games of the weekend, I am going to be able to try something different. I'm going to have Prime Vieira and Prime Right Guard at CDM instead of that 86 Hullet, so I could have no excuses. Also that Desai as well, I wanted to try him because I was looking at him as pretty similar stats to Rio Ferdinand, but a bit stronger, and I think he might even be a little bit faster, and I think all the physical attributes, he's a little bit better, like a little tiny, a little bit faster, definitely a bit stronger, and I even think he's got like better jumping and heading, so it's an interesting one. And as you'll be able to see in the games, he worked pretty well and he felt pretty solid. Now this game here on your screen, I mean what, we're now a minute and a half in, I'm already talking about delay, but the gameplay, it was absolutely crazy. This was actually my last game on Friday. I did my typical 10-0-30 this week. I did 10 games about Friday morning / Friday dinner time, and then I started my last 30 after Sunday afternoon, after the Super Sunday games. And as you've just seen there, the guy, I didn't show any of the highlights actually. I absolutely, at half time it was something like 10 shots to 3, 2-all, and when he scored that goal later on I was like, well, I'm already out of it. Because if you watched my previous couple of weekends, going last weekend really did leave me in a bit of a troubling situation, didn't it? I mean, my first week I got 38, which is kind of like par for qualifying. My last week though, I did get 37. I had the loss on penalties to the time waster. I had the, what was my second loss like? My third loss, I got absolutely destroyed, didn't I? Well, I went like 4-1 down to a god team with no real complaints. What was my second loss? My second loss, yeah, my second loss was like a bit of a 50-50 game as well, wasn't it? Yeah, so I had 2 pretty legitimate losses and 1 unlucky one on penalties last week. So I went into these second 2 final weekends with needing, I was going, what was I on, 75 out of 80 for the month, and I said at the start, didn't I, said I think 153 will guarantee qualification. So I was needing 2 39s really, or a 40 and a 38, or in an ideal situation I just wouldn't lose for the rest of the month. But yeah, I mean, realistically you're always going to get that one game, aren't you? At least I think you're always going to get that one game. So I needed 2 39s to have any realistic chance. I think I've already, at this point I've already sacrificed skill rating. Anyway, as you can see there at the halfway point, I was able to change my team to this. I got the Prime Desai involved and the Prime Right Guard involved. The Prime Right Guard, I'm not sure what it is. He's not too good. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's better than 86 Hullet, because 86 Hullet is a fraud. It just, I don't enjoy him at all. I remember at the time when I packed him in my October monthly rewards, I was actually buzzing, wasn't I? I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I've packed, you know, an amazing icon, he's worth like 1.4 million. That really isn't the case. Now this clip here will just show you the small margins when you're trying to qualify for an event. He has an open goal to header. I managed to get back on the line, but I think it was that Desai there, and within a matter of moments we're down the field, counter attack, and Henry puts us 1-all. This guy, by the way, had the Prime Puyol and had some serious problems getting past him. I think he only has like low 70s pace, but I really did struggle until the 85th minute, when I probably should have finished it with Neymar, to be honest, instead of trying to sweaty it across one more. But yeah, and in the 90th minute, I'd never ever usually do this. If any of you ever watch my videos, you know I'd always just whip it in, down into the front post region, but 90th minute, take it short, work it well, and you get a free goal at the back post with Vieira. So yeah, about my qualifying, yeah, so like I said, 2 39s would probably see me home, and 2 39s all you can hope for, isn't it, when you see teams like that. I think this guy here did have the best possible team on the entire game. I think he had everyone in 10 chem, He had all the best primes available. He had Team of the Year Ronaldo, Team of the Year Messi. So yeah, taking an early lead against him, I thought was going to help me out, but no. I mean, this is the problem when you come up against the God teams. Situations like this, like, what do you do about that? How do you defend that? I could have put anyone. I think I could have had Team of the Year Ramos, Ferdinand, Vieira. There's just nothing you can do. But I think is this straight from kickoff? If not, and I don't think it is straight from kickoff. But yeah, do manage to get back into it. Bale across goal, and luckily, I mean, this FIFA, there's no doubt about it, is that this FIFA is the most pay-to-win FIFA there has ever been. So I mean, if this guy had been a top player, I would have been in some serious trouble, to be honest. Because although my team's good, it's nothing special, is it? I mean, how many of my players would you have in your end team? Maybe Henry, right mid, Neymar, Cam, some people play the diamond, Prime Vieira, I think most people would have in. Team of the Year Ramos. I've got about 4 people who you have in your end team, you know, if you had an unlimited amount of coins. But yeah, I mean, it is a real struggle. I mean, the AI just boosts people so much, doesn't it, when you come up against them God teams? It really is quite unfair, but it seems the way the game's going, doesn't it? It just seems to get more and more pay to win as the game goes on. Now at this stage, I mean that's 2 in 2 games. I've conceded one of them free kicks where they just whip it. Like, how do you defend them? Someone let me know how you defend them free kicks. I mean, when you think things aren't going your way, look at that. I mean, I've got into a bit of a habit really. When people put crosses in, I keep on trying to press X and pass it back, head it back to the keeper. So maybe I did deserve it, but what can you do? But luckily from kick-off, I mean, I know they said the patch kick. Well, they did patch kick-off because it used to be even worse. But I mean, it's just a joke, isn't it? Like, why did the team sit so far back from kick-off? I benefit from it a lot. I concede from it a lot, and obviously it bails me out at times. But it's just, how have they managed to make kick-off so screwed? I think this is right guard's one and only goal. I think he's about 6'3", isn't he? 6'3". I don't know if he's got decent heading stats. I think that's the only time I remember having a shot on target with him. Like I said, he was pretty average really. I think I was kind of brainwashed. I just wanted to use a CDM that wasn't the 86 colour, because he was starting to really, I think I was starting to like blame him and think things were his fault when he was actually doing things that any other player would have done. I think I started to lose any faith in him whatsoever. Yeah, I think my record at this point was about, I think this was at like 34 and oh. So I mean, at this point, I'm obviously thinking to myself, I mean, if I manage to get a 40 this week, I mean, I wouldn't want to, jinx myself and say I'm definitely going to qualify. But needing a 38 in the last week, I think I could play a lot of Sunday games and almost guarantee myself a 38. I think it'd be hard to get another week like last week where I got 3 losses and all in all, 2 unlucky ones. But this is it. This is the one. 39-0. Here we are for the 40. We come up against this guy, pretty decent player, probably one of the best I've played, and it was one of these games. 1-on-1 with Henry in the early stages of the game. Work inside to Henry again. He's going to spin again, hit it again. A shot that's gone in for me all weekend. Hits the post again, and what do you think's going to happen here? First time he's inside my half in the entire first time on the turn with his lone Prime Larson bottom corner, and I knew I was in trouble. Even though also, like, I've watched this back so many times, what was I thinking here? What was I thinking? Finesse with Lozano. All I had to do was go low driven across goal, and I think 9 times out of 10 Lozano scores that, but no. I push forward, and again, first time finish, Larson's left foot. Don't know what his weak foot is, but that's 2 pretty good finishes. 78th minute, and if you're going to pick a time to lose, you would pick it at 39-0, wouldn't you? But he makes it 3-0, and I actually lose 3-0 in my game to go 40-0. Feels bad, especially when considering I think I should have definitely been at least 2 goals up. I had another couple of chances that didn't show, but 39 for the week, and it left us in this position. Here I am, 42nd in the world with 114 out of 120. Obviously, I finished my games about midnight, so there's a good, I think, another like 7 hours to go. When I woke up this morning, I actually fell to something like 80th when I need to be in the top 64. So, looking at that, I think a 39 next week will almost certainly guarantee me a spot. Maybe a 40-0 to be absolutely sure, but after this week, I can take a lot of confidence. hopefully a year going to give us a decent team of the week, and I can finally replace that 86 Hullet and get team of the day Kante. And I think if I do get that Kante, I've got no excuse, and I should be able to definitely qualify. Anyway guys, that is the end of the video. If you've enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe, and turn your notifications on, and you'll be able to see if I qualify when I upload next week's recap video. See you all later.